Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Mac if you are new here, and today we are talking all about print-on-demand returns and exchanges. Now, this is something I get asked a lot, and honestly, it's a really good question because when I first started, I had no idea what I should be doing when it comes to returns and exchanges and how it all works. So that's what we are talking about in this video today, and I'm honestly really excited to talk about it because it's something that I just posted a TikTok about and there were tons of questions, so let's get right into it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I post videos about e-commerce, online passive incomes, print on demand, and so much more every week, so make sure to subscribe and join the community. Returns and exchanges. How do they work? So I'm just gonna come right out and tell you, I do not accept returns or exchanges on my store at all. Period. I just don't. Now, when I tell people this, they're usually like, what? Like, don't you have to? Or isn't it illegal to not accept them? Or whatever the reasoning is, or does it hurt your sales? So I'm gonna go over all of that in this video, but to make it clear, I do not accept returns or exchanges or even order cancellations on my print-on-demand stores. Now, the reason that I use to justify this, as you should too, in my opinion, is, let's be real, print-on-demand is a great business model because you don't have to hold inventory. So you only ship items as they sell, meaning you don't have a ton of inventory at your home or in a facility that you're constantly going to and shipping items out. Everything is printed to order. So if a customer has a shirt, a medium shirt printed in a certain color, it's sent to them and then they want to return it, if you accept that return, you now have that inventory that you need to resell. This costs you money because if they return it, you have to refund them their money and then you're stuck with this shirt. Now, could you hold it in your home and wait for another person to order that same exact shirt in the same color and same size and ship it out? Sure, but that makes it less passive. The entire process of print on demand can be done passively. So by adding in all of these options for your customers, now it's not passive and you're losing money and spending more of your time, which is just stop. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Now, is this legal? Yes. Now, I'm located in the United States, so you do want to make sure you do your research because I know that there's certain countries that you have to require a 30-day return policy, but if you're located in the US, you do not have to do this. On both Etsy and Shopify and most website host websites, you're able to create your own shipping and refund policies and all of that. So you're in control of that. Especially on Etsy, it's super easy to do. Just mark off whether or not you want to accept returns or exchanges, and it'll let the customer know if they continue to scroll to the bottom of the page without even having to go to a policy page. If you are an Etsy seller, something that I do recommend is having one of your listing photos just be letting people know that you don't accept returns or exchanges and to make sure they check out the size chart and then have this size chart as another listing photo. I'll be putting an example on the screen right now for you to see exactly what I'm talking about. This helps keep your back and make sure that the customer understands before they purchase. So yes, this is absolutely okay. There's lots of stores, believe it or not, that you've probably purchased at that don't accept returns or exchanges. The only time that you will need to accept a return or an exchange is if the item is faulty, poorly printed, if something went wrong, then you are responsible for that. Absolutely, as long as the customer can provide a photo proof. Now, if this does happen, most of the time, depending on the print provider that you use, they should cover the cost of this as long as it was an issue that had to do with something on their end. So now, do I feel this hurts my sales? So being honest with you, with my print-on-demand stores, a lot of the items that I sell are not apparel. Now, obviously with clothing and apparel, you're going to have a higher return rate because of sizing and because of, people not liking it or not fitting correctly or they're measuring wrong to the size chart. So if you have a store that focuses mainly on apparel, you might want to consider having more options available, but a lot of the things that I sell are not going to be clothing. I like to focus a little bit more on like actual products like mugs, hats, socks, cases, stuff like that. But I have sold many sweatshirts and apparel in general in the past with this policy in place, and I've sold literally so many products on Etsy. I do not feel this affects my shop. Now, I absolutely let the customers know multiple times before they hit that checkout button that I don't accept returns or exchanges, because you will run into issues if you do not have this posted on your store and someone purchases it thinking they can return it, and then they're like, what the heck? Like, I can't return it. So as long as you are stating this multiple times so that customer knows, like, there's a size chart available, I need to make sure that I purchase the correct size according to my measurements because I can't return or exchange the item. So you want to just have everything that they need to have your own back so that they don't have to like bother you about, wait, why can't I return it? I do know some people that have print on demand stores that have mainly clothing. They will have a little bit of a lenient exchange policy. But again, if someone's exchanging a print on demand product, the new size or color or whatever it is they're exchanging for needs to be printed itself, and then they're going to send you that other product. So you're going to run into that same issue of still having inventory for a product that was returned. So how you could do this is by offering them at a low cost for an exchange. So just do your math and see how much it would cost you to have it reprinted and send it to them, and then charge them that exact cost or make like $1 or $2 on it. That is an option if you do want to offer the exchange. There is a lot of ways to go about it, but I personally just don't do it. When it comes to order cancellations, I also do not accept those unless the customer contacts me within 3-ish hours. I'll usually honor it just because like maybe it was a mistake, maybe they didn't realize that somebody already purchased that, or whatever the case may be. As long as I'm able to get to the print on demand order page and cancel it before they start the production process, I will most likely cancel the order just out of being a good human and just understanding that sometimes things happen, like sometimes there's accidents. But yeah, so you do not have to accept returns or exchanges. And in my experience, it is just easier to not do it. And to each their own. Everyone likes to have different store policies in place, but if you're really new and starting out, I highly recommend just not accepting it altogether, because this is going to cost you more money, more capital, and you might be a little bit confused in the beginning. So in my humble personal experience, this is just what I do, and I really wanted to actually share this with you because, like I said, a lot of people do ask me this question, and it's a very valid and not talked about thing of how the policies work. And I really hope that that was helpful to you. I tried to keep it short and sweet to get to the point here, but let me know if you have any questions about this in the comment section below. If you would do this, if you do this, and your experience in general, or if you're just curious about any other print on demand related questions, leave them in the comment section below. And like I said before, make sure you subscribe if you do feel that you get value out of my videos and want to see more like this. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.